We're here with Ken Colburn, the skipper of Apparition, as the Swan 42, which yesterday was selected as Boat of the Day. Ken, what did you think of that honor? Were you pretty pleased?
I was very pleased. This was actually our 10th Key West race week. We've never achieved that honor before. In this fleet, which is incredibly competitive, to be selected as Boat of the Day was a great honor.
Well, and the reason for that is because they deemed your competition in the Swan 42 class to be the best that day. You have had a good battle with Stark Raving Mad. Has it been enjoyable down here? I mean, it looks like all of the racing in the Swan 42 class is good, but in particular, you and Stark Raving Mad are really going at it.
The wonderful thing about this class is we know each other well, and so we have a great rapport between myself, Stark Raving Mad, and Eric, and everybody else in this fleet. Frankly, if you notice the statistics for this fleet, we've had 8 races and 6 different winners, and the 2 guys who got double bullets both have a 7. It tells a lot about the competitiveness of this fleet.
Well, the Swan 42 was a really good idea, and the New York Yacht Club kind of came up with the idea, and it appears as though the boats are very even. Would you agree with that? Does it appear that these boats are not, there's very little difference in performance from what you can tell?
To my mind, there actually is no difference in the fundamental boat. It comes down to some of the tuning adjustments people make on their own and how the boats are sailed. I had the opportunity to race in the 2011 Invitational Cup when the rigs were all set the same, and it was amazing how identical all the boats are.
So what do you think has been key for your team to do well? I mean, a couple things that you could point to as to why you all have been successful. I'm going to imagine that crew work is at the top of the list.
Crew work absolutely always takes the top of the list. And frankly, people knowing what their jobs are and getting along well. It's the ability to also for people to concentrate on their own job and to be able to do that well and then let the boat just do it. The other comment I'll make, frankly, is I find, frankly, having a team of strategists or a technician or both that I can rely on to keep their eyes outside the boat and I keep my eyes inside the boat for a large part makes for pretty effective racing.
Now, what are some of the big events coming up this year? I mean, obviously, there's a great start here in Key West for your Swan 42 sailing. What are some of the other events that you're really pointing to this year? I think you probably will do Block Island Race Week, was that?
Yeah, we'll probably do Charleston Race Week. But when it comes to getting into the summer season, we start with the Annual Regatta with the Yacht Club, we'll go into Block Island Race Week, and then we'll end up with the Sail Newport and the Nationals as being sort of the crescendo in the middle of the summer when we go back into the Swan 42 Nationals.
And so, obviously, you love your Swan 42. Do you see, really good future for this class as far as it looks like the One Design racing is quite good.
I actually am quite optimistic about the class because it's very well controlled in One Design racing. It's principally a Corinthian class, which I think helps a lot compared to some of the other bigger boat One Design classes. I think the class has continued to have legs. You can't get everyone to come every year to different events, but being able to get the team down here 7 boats to sail well was a lot of fun.
Now, you said you do some club racing out of Maine and elsewhere. Do you sail this at all in any other, like a handicap class? Do you ever sail in Perf or IRC? And how does it rate under those rules if you do?
We do sail Perf and IRC. We do sail it also. I've done some offshore racing with it. It rates well in those regards. One of the things I always think helps against the ratings, of course, that depends on the day's conditions. Is having raced about One Design, you know how to set the boat, which helps you a lot even if you get an event that isn't a One Design boat. You kind of know what you can do. There's nothing in tuning like sitting next to other boats that are set up the same way you are, designed the same way you are, to really know how to get that most out of a boat.
So we're speaking here on Friday morning, last day of racing, 2 more races, and I take it you have not clinched things, so it looks like how are you going to approach today? You got a match race with Stark Raving Mad? Is that the kind of the plan, or no?
No, the fleet is too close to match race. You got 2 races today, so the potential is to get either 2 points or 14 points. As I said before, we've had 6 different winners, so if Stark Raving Mad and I start to play with each other, we could well end up 6th and 7th and lose the whole thing.
Right, so that's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea.